Okay. One-handed deadlifts equals 3 times 100. 6 times 97 times 13 at 80. Okay. One-hand clean and press equals 8 times 2 times 8 at 52. One-hand hammers 2 times 9 at 60. One-hand pullovers 2 times 11 at 35. One-hand good mornings 2 times 12 at 60. One hand one hand what? What is one hand? One hand, oh yeah, one hand bench press 2 times 12 at 62 pounds. And then 360 times 10 for cardio, 30 times 10 for aerobics. Both starting to do it. And let's show me, which is Jesus Messiah. I think it's good I'm storing my stuff up, don't you? You think it's good from this point I'm storing everything up I do on a backup file? You'll refine. Please heal us now. Melchizedek, Irafana, Jesus's. Melchizedek, Irafana, Jesus's. Rafno. Guess what I like though, Mom? Exodus 15, the King James Version, Exodus 15, the song of Moses and the children of Israel. This song unto the Lord spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he has transgloriously. The horse and his rider has he thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and my song, and he is become my salvation. He is my God, and I will prepare him an habitation. My father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Shekinah is a woman of war. Barbello her name. Pharaoh's chariots and his host has he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the sea. The depths have covered them. They sank it into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Lord, has become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Lord, has dashed into pieces the enemy. And in greatness of thine excellency thou hast overthrown them, and rose up thee. Thou sendest forth thy wrath, which consumed them that stubble. And the blast of their nostrils of the waters were gathered together, and the flood stood upright as heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. An enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil, my lust shall be satisfied, I will draw my sword, my hand, I shall destroy them. Thou didst blow with thy hand, the sea covered them, they sink as lead in mighty waters. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like unto thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? O goddess among goddesses. This by my interpretation, outstretches forth out thine hand, the earth swallowed them. And then let thou in thy mercy hast led the people which has redeemed, thou hast guided them to thy strength, into thy habitation. And the Lord and people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold of the inhabitants of Palestina, they call it this. Then the dukes of Edom. What about the duchesses, by the way, Lord? Tell me more about them. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men, thank God for mighty women. Do the mighty men trembling shall take hold upon them, and all the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. Fear and dread shall fall upon them by the greatness of thine arms. Thou shalt be as a stone till thy people pass over. O Lord, till the people pass over, which thou hast purchased. Thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain of thine inheritance in the sea. O Lord, which thou hast made for thee in the sanctuary of the Lord, which thine hands have established. The Lord shall reign forever and ever. The horse of the Pharaoh and his chariots, thank God for the horsemen too, and the horse ladies and the horse girls, or the equestrians, and his chariots with his horsemen in the sea. And the Lord has brought again the waters upon them, but the children of Israel went out on dry land in the midst of the sea. And Miriam the prophetess is the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand. Timbrel was seen in Christ Melchizedek, Noxamanda, Timbrel, Minerva, and all the women which out before her was timbrel dances, timbrel dance leadiness, Christ Melchizedek, Noxamanda, dance leadiness, timbrel. And Miriam answers, sing ye the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously, the horse and his rider he has thrown in the sea. Also this day to the lady, for she has triumphed gloriously, the horse and her rider has thrown into the aqua body. And when they came to Marah, they could not drink waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name of it was Marah. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink? And he cried unto the Lord. The Lord showed him a tree which he has cast out into the waters, and the waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute of an ordinance, and there he proved them. So the water, he had sweet water, Mom. That must have been very special tasting water. Probably tastes like Kool-Aid or something. What do you think? If it was sweet, or like sugar cane or something. And he said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to my voice, diligently hearkenly, Christ Melchizedek, Amanda, hearkenliness, diligence, the voice of the Lord thy God, which shall do, which is right in his sight, wilt thou give commandments to keep his statutes. I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I brought unto the Egyptians, for I am the Lord that healeth thee. And they shall come to Elam, where there were 12 wells of water, and 70 palm trees, and they encamped there by the waters. I'm also reading from Peter, right, Mom? 1 Peter, Mom? For as much then as Christ has suffered us in the flesh, and armed thyself, likewise, Peter 4, King James Version, 1 Peter 4, with the same that has ceased from sins, that he is no longer living the rest of his time in the flesh of the lust of men, but the will of God. For in the time of our life may we suffice us that have wrought the will of Gentiles. May we walk, when we have walked in lasciviousness, excessive wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable adulteries. Wherefore they think it strange that ye should not run with them the same acts as a riot, speaking evil of you. Who shall give account unto him that is really ready to judge? The quick and the dead. That reminds me, that was one of Sharon Stone's movies names, Lord. For this gospel was the gospel preached unto them and are dead, that they might be judged according to the men in the flesh, but live according to God in the Spirit. By the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober, and watch unto prayer, and above all things fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. And as every man receives gifts, even so minister the same one to another, as God, as good stewards of, and I thank God for stewardesses too, of the manifold of grace of God. If any man speak, that means women too, let him speak as oracles of God. If any man, that means girls too, whisper, let it do as it the ability God given, that God all things may be glorified through Jesus Christ, to whom praise be forever. Amen. Be beloved, think it strange, not concerning fiery trial, which is a trial you, as though some strange thing have happened to you, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Christ's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad with exceeding joy. If ye reproach for the name of the Christ, be happy are ye, for the Spirit of God rests upon you. On their part he is evil spoken, but on the part he will be glorified. But let none of you suffer as a murderer, as a thief, or an evildoer, and as a busybody in other men's affairs. Yet if any man, that means women too and ladies, any man a Christian, let him be not ashamed, but let him glorify God on his behalf. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Lord. And if the first begin at us, what shall the end be, that they may not obey not the gospel of God? And if the righteous shall scarcely be saved, where should the sinner and ungodly man appear? Wherefore let the suffering according to the will of God the Father keep of their souls to them which in a well-doing, as well as the faithful Creator.